Hey everybody, so back from VCF East. Wanted to do a quick video on my experience. This is my first major convention I've been to. I wanted to, for those who couldn't go, what was it like? So I wanted to start off with everybody I got to meet. I got to meet some awesome people. I'm Action Retro, Steve Mac 84, NCommander, hung out with him for a while. Uh, Ian Primus, talked to him about monitors. Uh, got to see a lot of awesome people. Ethan Dix, hey, how you doing? Um, everybody was awesome. Sometimes you hear don't meet your heroes, but I had an awesome time. So what did we get to do? So I was there from Saturday to Sunday, and so we saw a few different talks. Bill Hurd's talk, which, from what I've been told, that's going to be his last one. Um, awesome presenter. Had never seen any of his talks. Uh, got my the custom shirts I had made. Got one signed. Had to. Legend in the industry. Uh, my cousin and wife saw Scott Adams talk. We actually got to talk with him for a little while. Another amazing individual. Legend in his own right. I didn't get to go to that talk because I was dealing with some other stuff, but they said that was a really great talk on game development and principles, and kind of the history of that. We also on Saturday we saw the talk on the early game development from, I think it was like 1940 to the 1990s. I'll be honest, I was hoping to have that wouldn't have been a little more technical, maybe on but it was still very interesting to get a historical perspective, on that stuff. So, what was there besides the talks? Well, this year's theme was IBM 5150 era. So there were mainframes, AS400 on display you could work with. There was tons and tons of Commodore VIC 20 C64 stuff. You know, there was weather station demonstration, the full satellite weather station demoed. That was pretty cool. Um, and a lot of very early computing. I mean, stuff that even I had never seen before, and I have quite a reasonable collection of vintage hardware. Um, and Commander was there with his compact portable that he had restored. Also, some other little things he had on display. Um, there was there was a Lisa on display. There was also, for that stuff in that same area, was a lot of like x86 on other hardware. So I think there was an ARM Archimedes with like a soft x86 core for running DOS. But then there was a system that basically it was a Mac and a PC, and it could determine based on the disk what to run. Very interesting hardware, like stuff I didn't know ever existed. There was a lot of early game demos. So in the middle of one of the exhibit rooms was just, it was basically IBM as far as the eye could see for the most part. There were some early, a lot of Zork, a lot of text adventure stuff. I will say that. Ethan Dix was doing a demo of Zork or the engine for Zork, I should say, on a bunch of different hardware. There was, I'm trying to think of, somebody had like, I don't remember the model number, but it was like a IBM portable that had like a plasma gas display. The orange one, that was really cool to see. Um, Again, numerous probably three or four mainframe systems of some form. I know NCommander is going to have some stuff on that soon, so I don't want to spoil any of that. Some really cool, just mechanisms and whatnot. Um, let's see. If you're into like the Macintosh repair scene, TechKnight was there. Another, I've talked to him on the 68K MLA forum many times. It was just really awesome to talk to him in person and kind of pick his brain on a few things that we had discussed in the forum. Kind of and whatnot, and learn that you're not always crazy when you think certain things are the way they are. Sometimes they are, like dealing with certain problems on a computer. You know, there was also the if you were there, there was a radio museum that was really cool to see that had early telephone and radio stuff. Um, so there's also the consignment. So what that was basically, people could sell items. It wasn't like the swap meet, if you've seen that. That's a little bit different, but you basically same idea. I picked up a Macintosh Classic 2 for a great price. I do plan to do a restoration video on that. That'll probably be my first real video that I've done. Now that I have a microscope and whatnot, I can do more, just more like showing, the processes that I go through. Probably go ahead and just recap that on video. That would be, yeah, I'll probably do like, just cuts though, because the analog board will take a little while, but I want to get that restored. It does right now have a checkerboard pattern, but got it. So what else? Yes, that is the bulk of it, as far as that goes. But there was a lot of nice stuff on display. There was a TRS-80 Model 100, or Model 100. That was a good price. I know it needed some restoration work. I did reach out to the person that bought it. Maybe they'll reach out to me. Maybe they'll do a video on it. But everyone was just great. I definitely recommend you go. What do I think about next year? Well, that's going to be in April, so it's actually less than a year. And me and a few people have discussed doing some cool exhibits. I was talking to the coordinator for the various coasts, and we were discussing me doing a cap talk of some form. That's still not been obviously ironed out, but we'll see. That sounds exciting. Me and NCommander were talking about doing some cool stuff. I don't want to give too much away in the risk of it not happening, but doing a really cool exhibit focusing on like development stuff of video games. That's we want to keep it in the spirit of computers. It's not going to be, like if you're familiar with modern day development kits, it won't be something like that. It'll be more early era stuff. So think like PSP, PS2, Dreamcast, things that relied on a computer and for debugging, stuff like that. We hope to have like, something along that line where there might be a live demo of like debugging a game. Kind of cool. See what the developers actually went through. Friend of his has maybe some connections. We might be able to get some good stuff for that. I think that covers the bulk of it. A lot of awesome people, a lot of vintage tech to look at. I definitely hope to go again next year. I even met a local friend I didn't know was going there. I ran into him on Sunday. I'm like, yeah, I know you from, I don't know. It was weird because I didn't expect him to be there, so I didn't really recognize him. I mean, I did, but not, and like I was talking to him, I'm like, it's like, and we just, I'm like, yeah, okay. And, we hung out for a while. And that was a lot of what it was. I talked to, I don't want to, he makes, it's like a network adapter for, I forget his name, and I really feel bad. Let me see if I can. He's on the exhibit list. He's an awesome guy, so I want to make sure I give him a shout out. I know his name, I just need to see it. There's Ethan. Where is it? I think it's WADA. I want to say it's like the WADA net or something like that. FujiNet. It's the guy that made the FujiNet. That's what it was. Why can't I find it? It's possible that it's yeah, that's. I do not know why I don't see him in the list. It's very weird. But yeah, he was a really cool guy. We talked for a while while he was debugging, trying to figure out how to get some. I forget what he was working on, but he was, had a logic analyzer, oscilloscope out. Just cool to talk to somebody, who works on a lot of this stuff. I saw him before I left. He had finally gotten it working. Yeah, I really don't know why. I was kind of bummed I didn't get to see the ENIAC talk. I will say that. Yeah, I actually don't see the person in this list, oddly enough. Anyway, long and short of it, if you have an opportunity to go, definitely, there's a Midwest, there's a West, and then there's the East. There's also different, I think they have it in different places around the world. But yeah, a lot of people there, it was a very pleasant experience. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the show or anything, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to answer what I can. But yeah,